Welcome to Grow with Vibrant Rainbow Gardens, your go to space for growing, thriving seasonal gardens right here in the wild and wonderful Houston climate. I am Vandana, organic gardener, a permaculture enthusiast, and a garden coach with over 15 years of hands in the soil experience. Whether you're starting with a pot of herbs or a backyard full of weeds, you're in the right place. Each week, I will share practical tips, real life stories, and trusted strategies to help you skip all the overwhelm and grow with confidence. Let's dig in. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you found your way to this little garden nook on the internet. Around here, we believe that everyone deserves to grow their own food, no matter your space, your schedule, or your starting point. You don't need a green thumb, you just need a little guidance, a bit of sunlight, and the belief that something good can grow right where you are. Welcome back to Grow with Vibrant Rainbow Gardens podcast. I'm Vandana, your garden coach and certified permaculture teacher and designer. Today's episode is all about fall garden planning, why the timing matters so much, and how you can make the most of this short but powerful season. Because here's the truth, if you wait until it actually feels like fall, you've already missed your best window. Fall gardening actually starts now. Fall is one of my favorite seasons to grow in Houston, not just for the pumpkin spice lattes. The intense summer heat finally starts to back off, the worst pest pressure eases, and cooler weather crops have a chance to thrive. But here's the catch, our fall growing season is short. If you don't start early, many plants won't have time to mature before the first freeze. I learned this the hard way. One year, I planted my cauliflower and peas in late November because the weather felt perfect. But by the time they started really growing, we had a freeze and all that effort was gone. That's when it clicked for me. Fall gardening success comes from planning now. So, what does that mean for your garden right now? In late summer, heading into fall? This is the time to plant fall tomatoes. Use transplants and not seeds. Add extra peppers, they will keep growing until frost. Start bush beans or long beans, they thrive in the lingering heat. Tuck in herbs, more basil, some dill and parsley, maybe a little bit cilantro too, in the shade. And here's the key, while your summer crops are still finishing, start your cool weather plants in a safe spot. Things like broccoli, kale, cabbage, Swiss chard, even lettuce can be seeded indoors or in a shaded area now. By the time September rolls around, they'll be strong enough to transplant into beds. Here's a real example from my own garden. June and July, when my tomatoes are start to slow down, I pop in some long beans in the same place. They grow quickly in the heat and give me another round of harvest. Once the long beans finish up, I clear the space and transplant my brassicas, like broccoli and kale, so they have time to settle before the cooler weather. It's a simple swap. One crop finishes, the next one takes its space. That's how you keep beds productive instead of sitting empty. Now let's talk about how you can plan this without all the overwhelm. Here's my simple approach. Check your frost date. In Houston, Our average first frost is usually around early December. Work backwards from that to see how much growing time you have. Pick what you'll actually eat. No need to grow kale if no one in your house eats it. If you love tacos, plant cilantro and onions. If you're into soups, go for spinach, carrots, or Swiss chard. Match it to your space. A small raised bed or a couple of containers is plenty. Choose 2 to 3 crops you'll actually tend to rather than overloading your space. Keep the garden flowing. Don't leave beds empty. When one crop slows down, have another ready to go in. Just a few more quick tips. Mulch everything. Our heat can linger, and mulch keeps soil cool and moist. Start small. Lettuce, radishes, and herbs in a few pots can make fall meals super exciting. Don't be afraid to try something new. Every fall season teaches you something different. To recap, fall gardening doesn't start when the cool weather starts. It starts now. Plant your heat lovers while you prep your seedlings for cool weather crops. Keep your beds moving from one crop to the next. And if you'd like to go deeper into this idea of keeping your garden productive year round, my brand new masterclass on succession planting is now available on my website. It's where I walk you through exactly how to plant and time your planting so you'll always have something growing, no matter the season. I will link it in the show notes. Thanks for listening to Grow with Vibrant Rainbow Gardens. Until next time, happy planting! Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Grow with Vibrant Rainbow Gardens. I hope it gave you some fresh ideas and grounded confidence to take that next step in your garden. If you loved today's topic, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. It helps other local gardeners find the show. Want to go deeper? Grab one of my free resources, book a one-on-one consult, or check out my latest workshops at vibrantrainbowgardens.com. All the links are waiting for you in the show notes. Until next time, keep planting, keep growing, and trust your garden instincts.